Hi guys, Andy Crowley here and welcome to this video as part of the strumming guitar series that I've put together for you guys. This is strumming pattern number 8 and it is, in my estimation, the second most common strumming pattern ever. This is the strumming pattern that you guys want to nail for any slightly slower tempoed songs. So when I say slightly slower, I'm meaning from 74 BPM to about 110 BPM. And as you get more used to it, you can use this for faster tempoed songs. The song examples for this song, you could do this for Yellow by Coldplay. You could do this for Live Forever, and for the Live Forever, that's by Oasis, and for Let Her Go by Passenger, which would be the verses of that particular song. But any slower tempoed song, this will work for with your wider knowledge of the strumming patterns that we've gone for in this course. It's using the accent and eighths all downs that we used in lessons 5 and lesson 2, but we're adding an upstroke after 2 and 4 and. So strumming pattern 5, the last one of this strand of this column that we did, went 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we had the accent on 2 and 4. Here we're going to add the up, which sounds like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and And this is where these strands and columns become so important. This is working off your strumming family tree sheet, which you should have as part of this course, either downloaded from the website or with your lesson materials. This strumming pattern needs the hand motions from that slower, that first common, the slow tempoed songs where the arrows go down from. And on this column, we're basically adding things to 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So this is where we're adding an up strum, and if you can still do all the content from the previous strumming pattern, strumming 5, which was 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, so the accent, this is going to sound so much more professional and better than if you just focus on adding the up. We want to keep that accent, and this is the thing that people struggle with. As soon as they get the up strum, the accent can go. So let me talk you through the up strum first of all, before we work through everything all together. We have 1 and 2 and that. So that's down, 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 up. And we want to do that in a loop. If it's just looped twice, that would be your full bar from a count point of view. But feel free to join in with me at any point when you're strumming. If you want to strum along at home, or you can watch this as a demonstration. I'm just going to loop it a few times. So I just have a G chord here. And it's important to note that my hand is still just moving on the down eighth movement, the eighths all down movement. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, but we're adding 1 and 2 and up, 3 and 4 and up. Now the way I demoed it when I'm speaking there is far overemphasizing what we're doing. You just want to catch them. Don't change your hand motions from the all downs. Just catch 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and and we can do this a little bit faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and And this trick I'm doing here is just having the fingers flat over the strings on the fretboard, but not touching the fretboard itself. So really lightly, if I press down too hard, it makes a horrible noise. If I just touch them lightly, we can just hear the percussive strum, so we can just hear your right hand. Great trick for these higher level strumming patterns, certainly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Still trying to keep that accent on 2 and 4 is so important. But let's try that on a G chord one more time. So 2 and 3 and 4 and again, Again, trying to take the gas off this one. Don't, if it sounds very aggressive, loosen up ever so slightly. And try and pick as lightly as possible, but still do a strong 4, 2, 4. Down, 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 up, down, 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 down. A bit slower. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up. And if we think of our song examples, look at the stars, look how they shine for you. That's Yellow by Coldplay. And also Live Forever by Oasis. Maybe I don't really want to know how your garden grows. They want to sound as natural as possible when done in a loop, like I'm doing now. 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2. Still keeping the accent on. 2, 4, 2, 4. Now that accent is so important because that's where, with a drum kit, that's where the snare drum will fall. So we typically have, there's a backbone of a rock drum kit or a pop drum kit. We have a kick and a snare. Kick's also known as a bass drum, which sounds a very low, heavy sound, boom. And then we have a da, which is the snare drum, sounds like a hand clap. And it goes boom, da, boom, da. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we hit the thicker strings on the 1 and the 3, like the kick drum. And then we strum everything to make it nice and loud like a snare. 1, 2, 3, 4. But then we're still having the other content. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And this lifts the content of our rhythm guitar playing to make it sound really add embellishments to it, we should say. And it makes it sound a lot more interesting and can really lift your song. So that is strumming pattern number 8, which 8's all down with an up. The second most common strumming pattern ever. Stick with us for strumming pattern 9, which is the most common strumming pattern ever. It's for slightly faster songs more typically, but definitely make sure before you do that lesson, I would recommend having a go at a few songs with this strumming pattern. So Live Forever, Let Her Go, Yellow, or even Hey Jude. You could have a go with this one. Hey Joe as well as Hey Jude. That will both all be appropriate for those ones. And there's, as I say, it's the most common one, so almost every other one from the beginner's course will use this strumming pattern at some point in the song. That's the best way to go about it. Or we can go to lesson 9 and check out this next strumming pattern, and that's what I'll be doing next. Hope to see you there.